Welcome back to another episode of Gamer Zero, where we spread that gaming truth like a virus. I'm your host, T Heel. So I know it's been a couple weeks. I've been major busy with lots of different things. So I just want to catch you up on what I've been up to, and there's a few topics I want to talk about. First, what I've been up to, working really, really hard on relaunching the show, getting everything ready. Intro, backdrop, which takes care of there's a lot of stuff involved with that, just the logistics of it. So been really, really, really busy on that. Trying to get back in shape, healthy, working out like 24/7, 5 days in the gym, 5 days a week in the gym every week. Health, just trying to take care of myself. Works crazy. It's a good time because it's been kind of a lull in games and gaming news. Yeah, there's Gamescom. But consistently every week, Gamers 4-1, T Hill's doing it. So one of the things I thought about is you guys don't really know a lot about little things that I like to do. You see the backdrop, I'm into games, I review games, I talk about them. But I also I'm big into belt buckles, and one of the things, hip hop and blacksmith know because they've seen it, but this is one of my belt buckles I'm really proud of because first off, I love belt buckles, and this is straight up gaming. Some G-swag right there, kid. Some G-swag right there. Dual-sided Mario belt buckle. I just got this one the other day. No, that's some pimp shit right there. Hopefully you guys can hear me again. A lot of my stuff is you're going to have to wait for the new camera and everything, considering the Microsoft camera died. Till about November time frame, late October, November time frame, I'll get that. So, gaming stuff. I think I have two things. One, there was one big thing I really want to get into, which is the whole PS Vita price cut that everyone, these analysts are saying, oh, the 3DS, pretty much they cut their price, and Sony should do the same with Vita. And I'm thinking, you guys really don't know what the hell you're talking about. And this is every single analyst that said that Sony should cut price. First off, the 3DS cut price because it was inflated in budget. Nintendo marked up, and they cut $80 out of the budget, and they were still making a profit right now. And I think it's my guess, off of what I know about hardware and working at a manufacturing facility, and looking at bombs, the bill of materials for something like that, they're probably still making like a $20 or $30 profit off of that. So they were hustling you guys for a good $100 and something, $110, maybe more in profit alone. So they're selling you something for a Cracker Jack box, and y'all was buying it and willing to buy it for $250. Now, the Vita actually has real hardware in the damn thing. It's a powerful monster. And people are saying, oh, no, they should cut the price. Does anyone save for anything anymore? I mean, I'm reading this thing and I'm like, first off, analyst, if you don't know anything about hardware and you don't know about manufacturing processes and cost to manufacture and bill of materials and all that stuff that goes into there, you really should stop talking. Because just because people have gotten to the mindset where I should be able to go out and buy something right there and then and there, and if I can't, then it's overpriced. It's like, what are you talking about? People save. You save to buy a car. You save to buy a house. You save to buy a big-ass TV. People don't do that apparently anymore. And me, I make good money, but I still save. I don't want to go out and spend $400 here. I'd rather plan ahead, buy later on. I don't know what this big thing is about Sony needing to cut price because they need to stay competitive. If anything, Nintendo needed to cut price so they could stay competitive because they were overcharging you guys for something. And you guys were okay because, I want to say ignorant consumer, but that's not even it. So I'm not going to dwell too much on it, but this whole PS Vita needs to cut price. You analysts don't know what the hell you're talking about, and it's pathetic that as business analysts and market analysts, you say these comments and I mean, I'm not. There's so many other people that are making retarded comments. People from saying that the Vita is going to be a car wreck, and that the iPhone and the Vita are competing, and it's like it's two entirely different demographics. The 3DS and the Vita, they're competing. They're dedicated portable gaming machines. iPhone is not a dedicated portable. It's a phone. It's like saying my car is competing with my Vita. It's two different damn things. You're trying to compare apples and oranges. It doesn't work, and these analysts are feeding into it because it's the whole doom and gloom. The economy sucks, so let's talk about something else that's negative and take the focus off of other things. So, real talk, the Vita's going to do great. The 3DS is doing. It's not doing as good as Nintendo expected. They thought it was going to fly off the shelves, but it's doing decent. So that's that. And then the other thing I want to talk about gaming news-wise, Insomniac I can't remember who did the interview with Insomniac, but a question was posed about Resistance 4. And apparently I mean, they're never going to announce anything before, but currently they don't have anything in the pipeline for a Part 4. Well, I mean, Part 3 is not even out yet, so yeah, that could be it. But a lot of people took what, I think it was Marcus, don't quote me on the person from Insomniac's name who was interviewed, but pretty much implied that there's a very good likelihood that they're going to move off of that Insomniac, away from the Resistance franchise and move on to greener pastures, and that probably some other developer from Sony will pick it up. You really can't read too much into that. You could or you couldn't. I don't like to speculate, but I do like to look at a company's history and how they act, how they conduct themselves, what they talk about. I take what Insomniac says, and this isn't Ted Price, of course. This isn't the head honcho, speaking out. This is just another employee. So it's not one of the head people. So keep that in mind. But the activity that I've seen from Insomniac is that their games do well. They don't do phenomenal. And that could lead a third party, even though were semi-considered second party because they're not owned by Sony, but they were making exclusives for Sony and only them, and now they're going multi-platform. I think this could be a really big shift for them to, moving those ties away from Sony. So that way they can have franchises that aren't connected with Sony exclusively. So that stigma of Sony exclusivity will be gone, because in America, people really in America don't like Sony for some whatever reason. Even though, however many years you've been gaming on a Sony platform and you've been enjoying it. And now I think there's a stigma about it, so they want to move from that stigma. This is, again, I'm just throwing out a speculation, my opinion. There's nothing that's actually saying it. I just feel that they want to generate more revenue, and going multi-platform easily does it when your franchises maybe break 2 million, maybe at the very, very, very top 3 million, and they have high production values. They're high polished, high shine games. So I could see them wanting to make a 6-7 million unit game, and the best way to do it is multi-platform. So I want to know what you guys think about that, but I don't want to dwell too much on it because a lot of it was speculation, and of course all companies will always do I don't have anything planned for the next one. They have to say that because it would shoot them in the foot if they didn't announce it. We'll see when we get the game. So, other thing I wanted to talk about, I did get this, and like I said, I'm a gamer. I've been trying to set up my backdrop. You guys are not going to see it until I launch it. But what I wanted to give you guys a clue is that I have been buying a lot of props, a lot of set pieces, to get that all set up. And one of them I came across, and I've been a big Mega Man X fan since I was a youngster. Since out of all the Mega Man franchises, X has always been my favorite. The later games were not as good. 4, I think, was the peak of the franchise. But one of the backdrops I bought was a D Arts Zero figure, because gaming, figures, prop. So just want to see. I want to do a quick little review of it. Hopefully, I can do this halfway decent. So this is just a case. You can see a nice little picture of what the figure looks like, just from the side view. Here's the back. The crazy thing is, I ordered this from Japan last Friday because this just came out, and I got it yesterday night when I got home. Sorry about the shine and sorry about the shitty camera. So, ooh, you can see that. There are a bunch of different hand pieces in there, helmet, face pieces, a blaster, like energy blast. I'll take them all out in a second, but let me get to the figure. Hopefully the camera can read this somewhat decently. I mean, like I said, I've always been a big Zero fan. And this thing is amazing. I mean, we're talking about the detail is phenomenal. I mean, I will say this, even though the detail's phenomenal, the joints are very stiff, and they could easily pop off. You got to be very careful. You can put them back on, so that's not a problem. So, sorry. It's kind of hard to do this with a really small camera to work with. So you can see, it even has the designs on the bottom. I mean, this guy is amazing. You can actually pop off the face, the helmet, and put on different faces, pop off the hands, put on different hands, switch the buster out. I actually had a Zero figure when I was younger, really young, but it didn't look really good. It looked like crap, I'm not gonna lie. This one is spot on. Tons of articulation. You can move all different, wrist move, elbow, wrist move, head moves, turns. The ponytail slides up and down. The feet rotate. You have a little bit of degrees. Legs slide back and forth, in and out. You have the swivel on the chest piece. It has a lot of movement in there. You can pose in tons of different ways. I really enjoyed it. If you're a fan of Mega Man X franchise and you like Zero, definitely go out and get it. It's version 1, so some people are saying that there's going to be a version 2. I highly believe that if there's money in it, D-Arts will go out and do it. So it's Capcom, D-Arts, you got to go check it out. The articulation is amazing. The detail, the mold and sculpting, it looks like Zero hopped right out of the TV and right onto your desktop. So when the backdrop is all set up, you will see it. I've been ordering tons of stuff. I got some of it behind me, but I won't show you. Other thing been trying to get back into, like I said. Can't do a lot of these because this video camera sucks. But the other thing I've been doing is trying to get back into my art, just a little bit, nothing serious, just trying to have a little bit of fun. And I just want to show you something that I've been working on recently. Pull it back a little bit. And I'll pull it close so you can see. So this isn't a finished product, of course. But it gives you an idea of what your boy's working with on the art skill style. So, yeah. That's all I've got for this episode. It's like 2 weeks, actually it's like a little over a week and a half, and Resistance, Dead Island, the new Blood Rain game comes out. I'm pumped. So that's all I got for this episode of Gamers Here. You know, you can always follow me on hiphopgamershow.com. On Twitter, it's T_Heal0. Or when I get a chance and I'm on PSN, hit me up. It's T-Hill. All right, I'm out. Peace.